As a part of your championship culture assessment results, let's unpack each of the four pillars on how we can build, grow, develop, and scale a championship culture. Speaking of scaling, that's exactly where we kick off because the first pillar of this championship culture is leadership that scales. When leadership scales, it's when 100% of your team, department, company, organization show up as a phenomenal leader, but not a leader of others, a leader of self. Leadership of others does not scale. Leadership of self does. You don't need a title to lead yourself. So from the front lines all the way up to the C-suite, imagine if every single person showed up with the traits, qualities, characteristics of what great leaders do. That's when you know leadership is scaled. So to further prove this point and to add some color to it, I want you to, in this moment, think of the greatest leader that you've ever had in any walk of life, personal or professional. It could be a parent, a coach, a mentor, a boss, whoever it is. Who is that person? And now I want you to think about, what did they do? What were their actions? What were their behaviors? The way that they walked the walk. They literally role modeled this. And so when you think of the person and you think of what do they do, imagine I'm in front of a whiteboard and I'm writing down your responses, like 1 or 2 word actions and behaviors of this great leader that you just thought of. You would probably come up with things like they listened, they cared, they challenged, they had compassion, they inspired, they motivated, they had passion. And I could keep going, but eventually we're going to end up with 10, 20, 30 types of actions and behaviors. And the beauty is, every single person in your team, department, and company has this vision of the greatest leader that they've ever had. I do this exercise in workshops all the time. Everybody immediately thinks of that great leader, and they can immediately come up with a long list of things that that leader did, their actions and their behaviors. And then here's the mic drop. Everything that I just wrote down, everything that you just thought of about this great leader, that's the job description. If you want to be thought of as a great leader, especially a leader of self, we all know before you lead others, you must first lead yourself. So to lead yourself, you do those same things that the greatest leader in your life did. They're all behavioral, they're all trainable, and that's how leadership can scale. When every person inside of your team and company can think of that greatest leader they've ever had, they can do the same things that they did because they are simple. Simple is not easy. The hard part is going to be the discipline and the commitment and the consistency. But to say, I need you to be a great listener. I'm going to show up today with better energy. I'm going to show up today more motivated, more inspired. I'm going to show somebody else that I care, that I have compassion. All these things that great leaders do. Every single person in your organization has the capacity and the ability to do it. But are we creating the right environment for them to be able to step into work every day with those actions, with those behaviors of great leadership? And when everybody can do that, now we know leadership is scaled. So for this assessment, score-wise, you ranked high, mid, low in leadership that scales. No matter what, there's still going to be work to do, because leadership that scales, if we score high, now it's about maintaining it, sustaining it. Really, I call it a championship dynasty. So you are a champion. Now let's repeat as champions and let's build a long game. If you fell in the middle, there's probably going to be some strategic shifts and pivots, but you did well. And now there's going to be a couple of tweaks that we need to make. And if for whatever reason you scored low, no worries. That just means there's more of a build ahead. There's more of a runway ahead. And my team and I, we can help, because no matter what, whether you're in a positional leadership role where you're anywhere from manager up to a CEO and you have that influence throughout the organization, now it can be about empowering others in your team, in your department, in your organization to also show up with phenomenal leadership of self, because leadership of self is leadership that scales. Maybe you're not in a positional leadership role. You're more front lines, individual contributor, all good. In this case, we're going to need some allies. We're going to need some influence. We're going to need to go to our left and right and create other champions. I call them culture champions. They're going to be the partners that keep this vision of not only a championship culture, but in this case, of leadership that scales. And they're going to help you propel this mission and this movement forward. And in that case, my team and I can also help. So on the last page of the PDF that you're watching this video in, you're going to see my contact details, whether it's scheduling a call or any other way that you want to engage. But just know this, there's a myriad of solutions that can exist. Most importantly is, are you and your team and your department and your culture and your organization willing and ready? Do you have an open mind and an open heart to do the work that is required to build, grow, develop, and scale a championship culture? And if you are, then I would love to explore what's possible and meet you at the 50, because we all know the whole spirit of a championship culture is we win one Monday at a time. And when we win Monday, we have momentum to win the week, momentum to win the month, momentum to make this our most winning year yet. And the start here button, beyond winning Monday, a win Monday culture and a championship culture is one where leadership scales. I'll talk to you soon.